we trying to live like? There's no consequences. They tell us how to live right. We get all defensive. That's not the way that life works. Sorry to bust your bubble. Every day that we don't change just leads to more and more trouble.
Good afternoon and happy Monday, guys, and welcome to the Wellness Report with Helen. I am your host, Helen Pendleton, and I'm so excited today. We are still continuing to talk about entrepreneurship, especially with people that are parents. So for all of you that juggle having your own business and being a parent, this is what you need to watch this show today. I have family and friends on today, so I'm excited. I have my friend Raheem Anderson with me, who's a business owner and a proud father of three handsome young men, even though they look like they're grown men. But and then I have my sister from another mother, Beth Harbin, to my right, who is the proud mother of three as well. She has three beautiful children as well. And so I'd like you to help me welcome my guest to the show. Welcome, Beth, and welcome,
Thank you for
Raheem.
having me. Thank you for having
So
me.
we're gonna be a little laid back today because today this is not the traditional show because I got my people with me today, y'all. So I am so excited. So we're gonna be a little more relaxed and everything today. So we know already that running your own business comes with its own challenges. But when you're running your own business and you have children, that's even more challenging. So we want to know how they do it. So how do you do it, Raheem?
Well, first of all, prayer.
Yes.
I just happen to have to be the proud father of three young men. I pray for that.
Yes.
I was raised with a bunch of sisters. So I said, God, if you give me some boys, I'll make them men.
Including me.
Exactly. And you, right. I was busy.
Right.
But you just have to be prepared. You know, don't be afraid. Just whatever you can come up with, anything you can think of as a business, anything that you see on a vehicle, there's like every part, every nut, every bolt is an industry. Every piece of tape, anything can be turned into a business. And just get that determination first that your children have to eat no matter what. You need multiple streams of income no matter what it is that you do. And that's where I first started.
Yes. So Beth, I know you have three beautiful children, two boys and a girl. Hi, Flower Pot.
My daughter is actually here with me today.
Yes. And see, that's part of juggling your own business. So kind of talk about that in aspects of like people are always trying to juggle like child care and, what am I going to do in case of an emergency? And sometimes people don't think it's just as challenging because you got your own schedule.
Right.
But talk a little bit about that.
Being a single parent and working or running your own business, sometimes I have chosen jobs that I felt were just for that time frame because of convenience or hours, because you have to get your kids to and from school. You have to do activities, but in that I would network.
Yes.
So whatever job that I would be doing at the time, say if it was serving tables at a restaurant, people that come in every day, I use that as a networking opportunity.
Yes, we do.
To this day, still meet people with businesses, people that are tied with the community and the cities. So you kind of use your resources.
Yes.
And that's basically what I've done throughout the years.
Yes, that's good advice because I myself do that too, and we all three network together and help each other's businesses, and we're going to talk a little bit about each individual business that we have too. So Raheem, what is your business? I know you got you Jamaican, you got a whole bunch of business.
Well, two of the businesses I'm gonna talk about today. Actually the main business that I chose to start my family was actually in real estate. At one time, real estate was really, really booming, especially for the non-corporate person. So I had a chance to, I had the opportunity to get a lot of practice on a lot of different deals. I mean, many different deals. Every deal is its own living, breathing organism.
Right.
There's no cookie cut real estate deal.
Right.
Just because your cousin did a deal one way, it may not go the same way.
Right.
But the business right now, that's still going on. We have that established as our main family business, but we are in my house. My wife and I, we're both employed.
Yes.
The advantage to that is you don't have to go and get a loan. You don't
Yes.
have to. You become your own finance.
You can
person.
use your own money.
But the once you get that appetite for being an entrepreneur, is you're done. So you want to be sure that you always have a business going on for yourself.
Yes.
Which brings a perfect segue to the one that I have that's going on now. I decorate garment. And as you can see, I'm a father. I wear it proudly.
Yes, and he does a good job. I've utilized his services many times.
Thank you very much. One of the great things about that, like you said, I have 3 sons. They play 3 different sports, and as well as being involved in engineering, extracurricular activity programs, and things of that nature. So there's always an opportunity.
Everybody need a T-shirt.
For every sport, I'm either doing the uniforms or selling the support shirts to the parents.
Very good.
The bags, anything any kind of we call it substrate in the business, but anything that can be decorated, I decorate.
And that brings me to a good point before you answer, Beth, is to create your own monopoly. So if it's something around you, you try to do everything within that business. If you work for a school, then you might want to start with paper supplies or, anything, lunches to sell to the kids, bagels for breakfast. You need to try to implement whatever you can and create your own monopoly in whatever business you do. So tell us a little bit about your business.
Okay, so my business is Links Business Solutions, and what I do is business management and personal assisting.
Yes.
And my personal assisting goes all the way back to about 18 or 19 years of age. So I say all the way back, but it's about 20 plus years that I've been doing this. And the key is...
I thought you were only 21.
There I am. No, but that's funny. Seriously, though, when people say do what you love to do,
yes,
if you can kind of like understand yourself and being supportive, like anything that you do, you're being supportive to another person, the community,
yes,
a business. And so starting off with promotions and what was I doing? Promotions.
Yeah, and you
and
had
personal
daycare,
assisting.
you had everything.
Right. It started off with a guy from Detroit, El Nuke.
Yeah.
And I did promotions for him, and I was like a personal assistant to him.
Yes.
And then after that, I actually
we worked for
linked up
doctors,
together.
and then I kind of
Yeah.
stayed in that field as a medical consultant, and then she went off into other things, but still doing the same type of work.
Absolutely.
So,
So just understanding that and embracing it.
yes,
And being supportive. So my business basically supports businesses. And people,
yes,
when you have someone that you can count on.
Yes,
we
that's
kind of don't
important.
want to outsource jobs because we feel it's not going to get taken care of like we would take care of it. But I'm that girl that's going to get very close to it.
yes, exactly.
And I'm going to handle it, and I'm going to take it serious. So, yeah, that has been very good to me, and
Yes.
I embrace it. And I'm always looking to be helpful, and I think it's a calling.
Yes,
It's a
I
calling
agree.
for me.
I agree. And then another thing is when you're an employer, you have to deal with difficult customers and difficult people. And we handle those differently. I know I do. Now, Raheem, how can you tell the viewing audience how you deal with different? I'm sure your way is you're a little more softer because you're a chaplain and you're going to pray for people. And you might not go off on them the first time. You give people a chance. So how would you handle that?
First of all, they don't want to wake the sleeping giant. But yeah, I have a more people approach to it.
Yes.
I got it from my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
They actually cared about folks.
Yeah.
So I inherited that. And
Yeah, you did.
it's customer service and people management is my forte.
Yes.
So like you said, it's a calling.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
He got a way of making you feel convicted. He's like, you know
yourself.
better than that.
You want
I don't know if I could do that. I'm more of a hands-on,
Do you want to spank yourself or you want me to spank you?
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
But I mean, it started off from actually I coached football as well, and a lot of I've seen too often a lot of coaches treat people or kids that really, kids don't go outside. So
Yeah.
of course they're going to be behind the curve a little bit.
Right.
They kind of treat them like a scrub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Right.
that is not as active or as athletic as the other kid. So I don't subscribe to that. I think that it's a stud or a superstar in everyone.
Right.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
that's
take
good
that
with them.
approach. Now don't get me wrong, it ain't all springtime and roses.
I know.
Sometimes you just
You
got
got
to
to get a
tell
little
somebody like
thick
your
with them
TI is,
sometime. Right. Okay.
But yeah, customer service is my forte. In my business, and like you said, I'm a Jamaican
Yeah.
because I just heard her say personal assistant. I graduated from Specs Howard as well, so I do radio, video, film,
Yeah.
all types of anything, any media,
Mm-hmm.
from business cards to everything as well. And I didn't shameless plug my real estate company, Saturn Realty Group.
Yes.
We've been
Definitely
around.
want to do that.
But go ahead.
Okay. And what about you, Beth? 'Cause I know we handle it kind of similar. We are similar a lot. So
Very, we have strong personalities, but knowing that and knowing how to work it. What I like to do is handle a situation very direct.
Yes.
But I also like to empower through any redirection or any constructive criticism, or even that's with working with employees.
Yeah.
But for customer service, you have to stick to what has been out here for years. The customer is always right, and you always want them to leave with a smile. Okay, and sometimes we have to take losses.
Yeah.
And let's take little ones instead of big ones. So if we have to, redo something, and it might take another
Pay
hour
for
or
a
two,
meal
and
or-
we're
right.
not really, let's just do that because that speaks in volumes.
Yes, yes.
And just because we like something, that doesn't mean the next person is going to see through our eyes. So we have to be understanding of that as well.
Now, do you think that in order to have a business, you need a business background?
I don't. But what I will say is some education, some classes, or even a degree, it does help to round you out a little
Yeah,
bit.
organize and structure.
You can definitely go off of life experiences
Mm-hmm.
and self-teaching, but to be well-rounded, I think invest in yourself.
Yes,
You have
I
to
agree.
invest in yourself. So pick up a book, take a course or
Yeah.
something, because all you're doing is building upon what you already have in
That's
you.
true. That's true.
So I agree, but
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, you can never have too much education.
You're right.
But I think different people view education in different ways. A lot
Yeah.
of people automatically attribute that to acronyms behind your name,
Yeah.
what books you can read. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's truth in books, but every
Yes.
book ain't telling the truth.
Yes.
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
street sense and education.
Right. Like,
So I think you need both. I do.
The best thing to do is just do it.
Yes.
Go in. My profession as it pertains to real estate is finance. I remember I spent about 6 to 8 months studying because I was so afraid to. I always viewed that real estate was the most important investment in somebody's life. I was like, I want to be perfect.
Right,
I wanna
exactly.
do this right. I took about 6 to 8 months before I closed my first deal, only
Right.
to find that the only way you get better is by closing the deal.
Right. So you had to
That's the
actually
education.
experience.
Right.
Everything in the book,
Right.
the first deal, it was like, this wasn't in the book.
Right.
This wasn't in the guidelines. It grew. It became its own person. It just became a thing by itself. And I was like, wow. But
Right.
it started to become addictive because then I got the confidence that, hey, I'm able to handle the most important investment in somebody's life.
Right.
And do a good job of it. I wasn't one of those people that sign here. You knew every aspect
Yes,
of that deal.
exactly.
And the numbers were not too far off when we got to the
Yes.
closing, like some people are.
Now, I know that when I started my own business, one of the pitfalls or the challenges was, of course, money. And then when I got to that point where I was making money, I had to choose between working for someone, continuing to work for somebody, or just going out and get my feet wet. And I was so anxious, and I had a lot of apprehension about going out and quitting that job. And so what were some of the pitfalls that you faced when you started to dive in and do your own?
I did. I left a job, actually.
Yep.
I was doing juvenile corrections, and I was a youth specialist. And I said, you know what, I want to work for myself. And
Mm-hmm.
I stepped away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm going to believe, you know,
Walk
and
out on
yeah,
faith.
walk out on faith. And it didn't actually pop for me right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
But I hadn't realized at that moment that I had been and did work for myself all this time.
Yes.
Being someone's assistant, you know, being supportive to someone, running an errand or two
Mm-hmm.
here and there,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so, with that being said, even when I was working for someone, say serving tables, I'll go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
I consider myself an independent contractor.
Right.
Okay.
It's how you view it.
It's how you view
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes.
So, and then to this day, you know, I work for two guys that own a really popular restaurant, and they subcontract me to do the work that I do through my business.
Right. And that's
so
awesome.
you kind of just kind of make it work for you. You have to think outside the box.
Yes.
And you have to go for it.
Yes.
You have to go
Yes.
for
What
it.
about you, Raheem? I know you had some challenges.
Well, yeah, my when I got off into real estate, I was like I was very young,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a,
You
already
still
had a
very
position.
young.
Well,
Stop.
thank you, appreciate it. I was at Honey Bake Ham,
Mm-hmm.
name dropping, right?
Wow.
And I was a young manager,
Mm-hmm.
and so with no children,
Wow.
so all my money was mine,
Wow.
but all my time was theirs.
Right.
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 You know, I didn't separate my life from work because
Yeah.
as a manager, it's like you're on call 24/7.
Right.
24/7. So
Exactly.
the opportunity came up. I was very interested in real estate from an early age. For me to go into real estate,
Mm-hmm.
I just left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lord have mercy. You know, I did. My godmother, when I was about 10 years old, she was like, "I wish I was 18 when I started my 401k."
Oh.
So as soon as I got old enough, I started 401k.
Right.
And so if it wasn't for that 401k,
Right.
Okay.
because I didn't close my first, I just told you, till 6 to 8 months after I started.
Right. So
Wow.
you needed some
You
cushion.
needed some cushion. So it was a leap of faith,
Mm-hmm.
but it was also a leap of faith.
Yes,
you know.
yes. So you hear that, guys? You have to prepare when you are starting your own business. I know that if you don't have any money when you're starting your own business. Because if you're like me, you didn't have money. You have the idea, you have the ambition, you have the will to do it, but you don't have no money. So don't think you're the only ones out there. I mean, I didn't have any money. I'm sure you didn't either. You didn't either. We just had the ambition and the desire. So I'm here to tell you that that's enough. And there are resources out there for you. But, you know, you got to get the boots on the ground, people. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Nobody's going to hand you success. You have to strive for it. You have to go out there and get it.
Yes.
And you have to have the will and desire. And you have to have the faith that you can do it. We could tell you, give you all the resources in the world, but you have to actually put some boots on the ground and get out there and do the work. You know, don't you agree?
I agree. You have to get out there and get it for yourself.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely, yes.
It's the difference between having a business and not having one.
I mean, you
Right.
get up and do it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Every day.
You're going to go and earn some type of income.
Yes.
So you're going to work for somebody else or you're going to invest in yourself.
I'm going to just give these shout outs to my sponsor and other people, and then I'm going to come back and let you guys close with some remarks and give your business information. Okay, so I want to talk about K Chiropractic because you know Dr. Ware was on the show and talking about the Ultra Slim system. Well, I tried it last week for the first time, and it was very interesting. I guess that's the only word I can describe it. So you go under these like hot lights, and they're supposed to like melt the fat, and you extrude it through your bowels naturally through your digestive tract. And so I tried it for the first time, and I ran into a lady that had tried it 7 times. She was in the lobby. So you know me, I'm like, what's up? Is it working or what? You know?
Right.
And so she showed me her pictures, and it was amazing.
Really?
So I'm looking forward to it. So I got 9 more treatment guys. Actually, I go today after the show to my second treatment. So I'm looking forward to those results too. But the office is really nice. They are really nice people to you. So I'm really looking forward to my next treatment and to have some results. I went to my doctor Friday, Dr. She. Hey, Dr. She. And I got a good report from her. I've down 36 pounds. I don't need any diabetes medication or high blood pressure medication anymore, so I'm excited about that. So she's really, really happy that I'm making changes. And like I said, this is a lifestyle change, so it's not just about the weight. I want to be healthier. But as far as Dr. Ware, if you need to reach him, it's 586-751-8984. Okay, Saturday, I was at my sister's church, Lori Cabine, World Deliverance Temple. I did a candy table for the church and a dessert table, and it was beautiful. And I'm going to try to get you guys some pictures to show you how it was, but I was really proud of myself for that. And a lot of people wanted me to do candy tables. It's not something that I'm really trying. You know how you could do something good, but you really just don't have time. But it's a great business opportunity. It's just so much work. That's like a lot of labor. So I want to mention Classic Home Care in Dearborn Heights, a great place for people that need home care services. If you need that, you can contact me, as always, at thewellnessreport@yahoo.com or via phone at 248-308-6692. Don't forget World Deliverance Temple in August 26th, which is on a Saturday, from 10 to 5 is the summer wellness event. So it's a free event for people that need health care or don't have health care. You can sign up, and there's also going to be a panel of doctors whom have all pretty much been on the show will be there that day. So if you want to get a blood pressure check or anything like that, come on out, because they've diagnosed people in the past with high blood pressure, and it's pretty much saved their life. So you need to come to that event. Thank you, as always, to my sponsor, ARC Laboratories, who makes this possible and sponsors the entire show, and I'm so grateful to them. They're in Waterford, Michigan. Petty Paint, who's my cousin Philip, he does painting. So if you need any paint done, he's really great. Contact him at area code 586-420-0888. I want to say thanks to my producer, Sean Watkins, as always. And hello, Miss Whitus, who is a big fan of the show that watches all the time. And we're going to give each of my guests a minute to give their, I guess, shout-outs. I don't even know the professional name for shout-outs. I've been trying to figure it out. I always just say shout-out.
We'll just call it a shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Okay, there you go. Okay, go ahead, Ray.
Oh, well. My website, I can be reached at MC Raheem Creations, because, like Helen says, I do more than just real estate.
He's created a website for me, too.
And MCRaheemCreations.com. And that'll just about sum it up, and we can probably handle anything that you can think of.
And he's got a 501c3 as well, so nonprofit. So, okay.
Okay, so Links Business Solutions. Right now, I'm in the development of my website and so forth, but I do have an email.
Yeah.
It's links, LINKS, LLC, LBS@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So if you guys have any questions or you didn't get that, you can always contact me, and I'll get you the information, because we get a lot of emails when you guys come on the show, and you leave me with all the work. So I'm going to just forward it to y'all, okay? So I need y'all support.
You might need my
Yeah, I need the personal
service,
assistant.
you know?
Right, exactly. So if you have any questions about anything, or you need an email address, or need information on anyone, you can contact me at thewellnessreport@yahoo.com or via phone at 248-308-6692. A lot of people ask me if I'm on Facebook. I'm just on there for friends and family. I don't mix the two. I just really this is something I do on my own time, and not because it's a community service and I don't get paid, but it needs to be something that I can fit into my lifestyle and be reasonable. I mean, because I have a business that's my livelihood. So I pretty much don't want to do any more work than I do now. So if you don't mind just emailing me, or I do give you my business phone, you can contact me in that way, and I'll answer any questions that you have. I just prefer not. I am on YouTube, so I put this show on YouTube as well for the people that don't have Comcast. So you can always watch it on YouTube under my name, Helen Pendleton, or you can search The Wellness Report with Helen, and it will pop up. So as always, it's been a blessing. If you have any questions, please contact me. And thank you for watching The Wellness Report with Helen. Have a blessed day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. trying to live like